And the way I understand it, you were employed and moved out of employment with a company that I think many people would aspire to work for, right? Like Google, went into entrepreneurship after already having a few years, as you said, to quote you, behind, and also being a mom, right? So how are you bringing it all together? And how did you find the courage, I guess it took, to step into a whole new venture?
Yes. I think from my childhood, I've always used to say to my mom, I can do more. I have this idea. I feel like I should be doing more, or I will get promoted, in my career. And a few months in, I'm like, okay, I think I can do more. Actually, at first I'm like, oh, okay, this is new. I figured it out and I kind of like navigated, and I'm like, no, I feel like there is more in me. Like I can push more. Like, what is it? So I kept on pushing that ceiling, right? Mm-hmm. And then I realized, what ceiling? There isn't one. There isn't one, like corporate life was great. It taught me so many things along the way. And leaving and moving to Dubai was very hard. I spent 7 years like across London and Singapore with very similar team. There became a very comfortable environment as well, right? Like I knew what I was doing. I also really loved my team. We achieved some amazing things in Singapore. And when we made a decision to move, and it was simply because of COVID, so we were moving as a family, it was hard, and when I arrived here, I kind of went, what is next for me? I went from having a senior role and big team and being a mom to now just being a mom. And I had this whole feeling of I wasn't doing enough, as if just being mom is not okay, right? It's again, my own perceptions, which now I'm totally comfortable with. But it did take me about probably 5 months to go through, I wouldn't say depression, but I had my low moments. And then I bounced back from it thinking really around how, now it's a beautiful time to be able to spend time with my son, because my maternity was 3 months. I didn't have the time to be there present as much as I wanted to at the time. And when we moved to Dubai, once I kind of figured out me, because it always starts with you first, I was then able to really focus on my son and building that connection with him, which I'm very grateful for. Now he's 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah, he's a big man. I'm saying 5.5 because I'm thinking if he heard me saying 5, he would totally correct me. Every month counts.
Yeah, very true, actually. Yeah, very accurate. And again, it seems like the zooming out, right? Seeing the bigger picture.
Exactly. But that's the thing, sometimes you wish you were able to do it straight away. But it doesn't always work like that. And why should it, right? Like I feel like when we go through all of those different emotions and you're having your, lows, it's important to understand how you feel and to reconnect to yourself, because that's the time when we grow. That's the time when we kind of get ready for the next leap, right?
Yeah, and it's nice to also go through that process like consciously, and allow the time, it takes
to heal and reconnect, for sure.
And I also think we cannot just constantly bring on the next. Now we need these cycles of pausing or slowing down.
But also, I think just culturally, I'm not sure if that's the right word, allowing that, because if you leave a corporate job. And if you don't have on your CV, like instant start somewhere else, the perception is like, oh, something went wrong. Oh, I'm not sure what this person, and I'm stereotyping, right? I'm not sure not everyone is like that, but at least back in the days, I felt like that's definitely was the case.
It has to be a CV. I mean, what does it say in the end, right? It can be,
ChatGPT, right? Yes. Phenomenal things. I was like, now, you're playing with ChatGPT, and I'm like, God, what was I writing before? You know?
I sometimes think I would probably, just like to get to know the person. I mean, and then let them
connect
tell me,
with
because
them.
anyway, you wouldn't know what they bring until you work with them, really.
Absolutely.
Right? And I think a lot of things can be learned as long as people are motivated and have their heart in what we want to do.
For sure. And they're excited and they feel like this is the next chapter. This is their next adventure. They feel so much more committed to it as well.